Kwe. Maw-Lukuti'Kw. Good morning. Elders, Chief Gould, counselors, ladies and gentlemen. Jalasi, welcome to the first ever Epekwitk Nationhood gathering. I want to thank Elder Junior Peter Paul for his smudging ceremony. Thank you, Elder Judy Clark, for your prayers to the Creator on our behalf. Thank you to the drummers, Redstone. That was an amazing teaching. Thank you. And I will say this, that I take such great pride in hearing our drummers sing our Mi'kmaq songs. So, walalio. So on behalf of Chief Gould and I, our counselors, Sherry Bernard, Chris Jadis, Jake Jadis, Richard Guimond, Wendell LeBobe, and Madeline Sark, we are so happy to see you all here today. We welcome you, our Mi'kmaq family, with joy and anticipation, love and kinship, as we embark upon the path before us, the road that leads to self-determination, well-being, and prosperity for the Mi'kmaq of Epekwitk. As your elected leaders, we take our roles very seriously. We are humbled and proud to be here, to be given your confidence to lead us forward down this road. Each of us brings uniqueness and diversity to our governance table. We bring a wide range of skills and abilities, strong beliefs, opinions, ideas, and ideals. But the one thing we all share, the one commonality among us, is our deep love for our communities and the Olnu that we have been elected to serve. So we are humbled and proud to be here, and we know that today will be remembered as a very special day. This is an important day for our PEI Mi'kmaq family, the Epekwitk, the Olnu of Prince Edward Island, and indeed, it has been a long time coming. We know who we are as Mi'kmaq people. We have learned at the knees of our parents, of our grandparents, just as they did, about our Mi'kmaq culture, about our Mi'kmaq rights, and about how it is our sacred mission to protect those rights, to assert those rights, to honor those who came before us, to sustain those of us here today, and to be strengthened for future generations. Today, we take a step forward towards a better tomorrow. This will be the first of many steps in a long journey. It is a journey that we must do together as a people. Thank you so much for being here with us on this important day. It is my job here today to set the table and explain how we have arrived here at this critical moment, and to mark the path that we will be following into the future. Where to begin? I could begin with how our people, the Olnu, have been on this island for thousands of years. We are the indigenous people of this island and of this region. We have inherent rights that extend to what some would call time immemorial. However, we remember. There is an unbroken chain of generations of Mi'kmaq people who have lived, raised families, hunted, fished, sheltered one another during the harsh winters, and celebrated the bounty of our island summers. Our traditions, our heritage have been passed down to us, so we remember. I could begin with the treaties, our ancestors' agreement to move forward with European colonists in peace and friendship, ceasing the wars and conflict in Mi'kmaq, treaties that were promptly ignored or disregarded, and by some, forgotten. I could begin with residential schools. I could begin with this attempt to rob our people of our heritage, of our memories, of our language, and ultimately our identity and our future. I could begin with the repatriation of the Canadian Constitution and the creation of the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, and the affirmation in Section 35(1) that states, "The existing Aboriginal and treaty rights of the Aboriginal people in Canada are hereby recognized and affirmed. Existing Aboriginal land rights can no longer be extinguished without the consent of those Aboriginal people holding interest in those lands." Or I could begin with our decade of struggle to make these words live. I could begin with the Marshall Decision. That happened just over 20 years ago, which is our clearest demonstration yet as to how by exerting our rights as Mi'kmaq people, we can sustain our people today and strengthen those rights for future generations. Or I can begin with today, September 28th, 2019, the first Epekwitk Nationhood gathering. Because today, we mark a line in the sand. We mark that we have taken the torch from our ancestors who came before us and assert like never before that we are the Ulnu of Prince Edward Island. We are the Epekwitk. It is now our job to affirm, exert, and protect our rights as Mi'kmaq people. Today, I would like to begin by introducing you to our new organization that is meant to help coordinate that assertion of our rights, to work with all of our people, to express what those rights mean today, and to protect those rights into the future. This organization is to be called Ulnu. Ulnu means pertaining to and belonging to the Mi'kmaq people as a whole. This is the essence of our rights. While we all should benefit, they belong to us as a people and for future generations. What is Ulnu? Ulnu is an initiative focused on protecting and implementing the constitutionally entrenched rights of the PEI Mi'kmaq. Ulnu is the guiding principle behind the negotiations that happen through the Framework Agreement and beyond. Its mission is to address both past and present imbalances between Mi'kmaq and non-Mi'kmaq people in Prince Edward Island. Ulnu will be an organization that is separate and distinct from the Mi'kmaq Confederacy of Prince Edward Island, clearly separating the shared programs and services of the Confederacy from the protection and assertion of our rights as Mi'kmaq people. When we promote Ulnu, we will also use a tagline to represent its spirit and progress and hope, moving towards a better tomorrow. The Ulnu logo is founded in the traditions, history, and spirituality of the PEI Mi'kmaq. The 8-point star is representative of the light of the universe that guides and protects the people, the land, and the nation as a whole. This powerful symbol is overlaid with the visual elements taken from the rich traditions of basket weaving, an art form that takes many hands and years of experience and education, similar to that of the efforts behind Ulnu. These two elements are then paired with the rich colors of naturally occurring dyes and pigments found on the island, as well as colors representative of Epekwitk. We are at the very beginning with Ulnu. As leadership, we have crafted this organization and given it a mandate. But how it grows and takes shape is up to you. The mandate of Ulnu is to focus on 3 main pillars: negotiation, consultation, and governance development. We will be taking all of the works in progress at the Confederacy within the space and giving it to Ulnu to take on. While there will be a brief transition, we hope to have Ulnu fully operational soon. Ulnu will report to the PEI Mi'kmaq leadership, the chiefs and councils, but we will be devising much improved ways to communicate, to engage, and to update all rights holders as each step is taken. Big decisions will always require the approval of the Ulnu of Prince Edward Island. We will talk about what happens next as the day goes along, and it is our commitment to you that this is only the start of the conversation. You will be involved. For on the way to work, we need you, our people. We need your input, your ideas, and your knowledge. I would like to welcome you to the next step in the journey. I would like to present to you On the Way. As you all know, earlier this year, we signed, let me see if I can get this one right, Maw-Lukuti'Kw, the Mi'kmaq Canada Prince Edward Island Framework Agreement. This framework agreement commits Canada, PEI, and the Mi'kmaq to respectful and cooperative negotiations to deal with our outstanding Aboriginal and treaty rights claims. It sets out the guidelines for government-to-government negotiation processes. The purpose of the framework agreement process is to determine what these rights mean for today and how we can use them for the benefits of the Mi'kmaq for tomorrow. When the framework was signed, we committed to you that the framework agreement was just the beginning and that the next step would be to establish the structure and processes for the rights-based work. And this step is on the way. We also said that all the efforts under the framework agreement must be for the Mi'kmaq and by the Mi'kmaq. That's on the way. Community input and direction will be the priority essential for On the Way to live up to its mandate. We are not one voice, we are many voices who all deserve to be heard, and that's On the Way. We need you to guide our work with your hopes and vision for the future. Your input is essential, and this work is just beginning, and that's On the Way. We also know that engagement is a conversation. We need you to know what is happening before decisions are made. We need you to know that any decisions reflects the input of the Epekwitk. So communication will be a centerpiece for this process. On the Way. By getting involved in our consultations, community sessions, and events, you will have the opportunity to help shape the future for yourself, for your family, your community, and for all the generations yet to come. That's On the Way. As I said at the beginning, On the Way is ours if we make it ours, if we own it. I challenge you all here today to be proud and proclaim that only the Epekwitk can direct our future, that our future will be On the Way. Thank you. Wala'alio.